adjustment. They finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Sends it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Howard. It's complete on the right side. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Line gets set, 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Holden. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Fires the pass, intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Getting some heat. Time to take a shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Holden. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Lasso, lasso. Longer, longer. Go.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Using the quick game. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
Okay, ready?
Second and goal for this offense.
Down, 55, weak. Ready?
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Cricket.
Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Off play action. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Now on third and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On second down, he'll fire. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback extends the play. Caught, close to the marker, it's holding. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight enough.
It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The run from the shotgun. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Ducks will keep this drive going. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Second down coming up. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Howard. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more snap coming before halftime. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot in the quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5. And that pass intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Howard. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Makes his connection. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 10, Ohio State 7.
Ready up.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Gabriel. On target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On second down, looking again to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they get him down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Skips away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You've got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. This time on target. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. The 40. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense.